I could not care less what you're doing right now. Drop it and listen to me. Okay, this is the greatest celebration in Legends history. It is indisputably the best. Oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening. So the Dragon Ball Legends reveals and stuff, Special Edition 2023 Part 3 has ended. And guys, we are in the good timeline, the great timeline. We got the announcement of the next Ultra unit we'll be getting in the game. This is the final unit of the Dragon Ball Legends 5th anniversary, specifically the final summonable unit for the anniversary. They didn't list any new free-to-play units as well, so this could actually just be the final unit in general. But still, the unit is none other than Vegito Blue. This is the perfect anniversary because literally it was everything I predicted, personally anyway, everything I predicted for the 5th anniversary came true. Everything. I said part 1, Goku and Frieza. Part 2, Orange Piccolo. Part 3, Vegito Blue. And all of it happened. All of it happened. So I am extremely satisfied with this anniversary. Like, they genuinely, in my opinion, did not miss. They just did it. But anyway, before we break everything down, of course I recorded my reaction to all this. Granted, I'm gonna take out the portion of like the light show. Like, the drone show was really, really cool, but it's kind of like deterring from like the actual reaction of me seeing the unit in action. So we're gonna check out my reaction, and then after that, we can just talk about what he can do. It's time. It's time.
Here we go.
Woo!
All right.
Let's go! Yes, sir!
Vegito.
Let's go! Vegito Blue!
Far mortals can go.
Man, look at the arm! The one clean! Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! It's time! It's time! Get him! Gone! Bro, I gotta turn the volume down. I gotta turn the volume down. Can't get this copyright claimed. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, wave! Oh, they have the clash! Oh! Yo, man! Ultra Vegito Blue! Gone! Bruh. Cook him. Get him out. Final Kamehameha. Get him out. Oh, they took him for fighters! What the heck? Arts action? Yo! What the? Yo! Bro, what? Nah. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Nah, oh my god. Y'all have no idea how excited I am right now. Oh my god, okay. Whew. I need to calm down. I really need to calm down. Okay, so let's break it down. So the first thing shows Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito. He's of course an Ultra unit, and he is a red unit. Thank the Lord, because I've been saying for the longest while, even though Cell is a great red unit, Future could get like a stronger one, and obviously Vegito would be that stronger unit, but more so for Fusion Warrior, if anything. Fusion Warrior desperately needed a new red unit. They haven't had an efficient red unit in a very, very long time. So now with Vegito Blue being here, that fills that gap. And not only that, that also gives God Kid another powerful unit. I'll get to that later. So he is a red unit and he's a melee type. His tags are of course Saiyan, Future, Potara, Fusion Warrior, God Key, and Super Saiyan Blue. Now, Z ability 3, plus 3% to tag Fusion Warrior, ultimate move damage inflicted, and plus 38% to tag Fusion Warrior or tag Future base strike attack and defense during battle. Which again, those tags are going to, especially Fusion Warrior, are going to really be able to benefit off of this. I would say Future primarily because of Rose, Fusion Warrior, Gogeta Blue. Ultra ability, if this character is the leader, which of course he's going to be the leader for both teams, applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 30% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, plus 30% to key recovery cannot be cancelled. So he already starts off, you know, with the buffs if he's in the leader slot, and then of course, if this character is not the leader, applies the following effects to self per tag Fusion Warrior battle support member when battle starts. Plus 5% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. Plus 5% to key recovery cannot be cancelled. Up to 3 battle members and 3 support members will be counted. So again, just make sure that when you're using the unit, keep him in the leader slot so he can maximize his buffs. Alright, now we have the unique abilities. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. Plus 150% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled. What timeline is this? I am genuinely speechless. 150% to damage inflicted that can't be canceled? He's gonna be hitting extra hard. Like there's no way. There's no way. Plus 30% to strike damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Reduces damage received by 70%, cannot be canceled. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be canceled. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 30 timer counts. -5 to arts costs, cannot be canceled. And applies buff effect, nullifies enemies destroy card effects for 30 timer counts. All of this happens when battle starts, which means that he's absolutely like the leader of any team you put him on. Like, if you have him, he's going in first. Like, that's point blank. It's too many sufficient buffs for you not to lead off with this unit, especially that card draw speed. Because you start off, like, if you lead off with the unit, you start off with +2 card draw speed. Insane. Plus, you have the damage buffs, plus you have the damage reduction, and you're unable to get your cards knocked down for 30 timer counts. That is a very, very powerful ability. Like, all of it is a very powerful ability. Wow. And I'm gonna get into more of that later. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a strike arts card next. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Plus 20% to own key recovery for 15 timer counts. Applies buff effect. Nullifies enemies' special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 5 timer counts. So anytime he goes in, he nullifies cover change for 5 counts. But we're not done. Seals enemies' rising rush for 5 timer counts. Wow. And again, it may not seem like a lot, but being able to seal rising rush is powerful, period. It doesn't matter for how long it may be, unless it's like a second. Then obviously that won't really help out too much. But if he's in, the opponent cannot rush for 5 timer counts. You could probably stall out a decent combo in order to like maybe bait out rush into a unit that could get you out the way, or that can counter rising rush, or can probably just like take the hit, like endurance or revival or something, right? So being able to seal that is really, really good. And then you reduce enemy vanishing gauge to 0. Activates once. So the first time he goes in, then the enemy will have no vanish gauge. Let that sink in. It activates once. So that means if you lead off with this unit, unless the opponent immediately swaps, it's a free combo. Well, a potential free combo, I should say. So that, wow. Like his abilities are actually insane. Like, and again, it's Vegito Blue, so we knew they had to cook, but they're actually going crazy. And again, we're still not done. So continuing with the unique abilities, charges own unique gauge every time this character uses an arts card while they are on the battlefield. Once the unique gauge is full, it resets to 0 and applies the following effects to self. Draw a strike arts card next, restores health by 10% and ki by 50, which is massive, plus 30% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, plus 40% to ki recovery for 15 timer counts, cannot be cancelled, and applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover for 5 timer counts. So it's very similar to Beast Gohan's unique gauge, in the sense that when it fills up, you get a lot of buffs and you nullify cover change. So that is good. You can tell that they're trying to be a bit more cautious with the nullifying cover change aspect, just because of how Beast Gohan is, because his lasts for far too long. But you still do have the ability to nullify cover change. You get lots of buffs. You get key buffs. You get to heal. You force draw a card, which is great. Like, This is, oh my goodness, this is sounding incredible. All right, continuing with even more unique abilities. Applies the following effects to itself when when battle starts. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemies, reduce Dragon Ball's effects for 60 timer counts, cannot be canceled. This unit prevents the Dragon Balls from being knocked down. Do you know what that means? Rose's antics doesn't work on this unit, apart from potentially paralysis, but you don't get your Dragon Balls knocked down while you have this unit. Holy crap. Because, like, there are too many units in the game that knock down the Dragon Balls to the point where the opponent could get Rising Rush and be close to a second rush, and you'll, like, barely be getting to your first one. So now that we have an ability that prevents that from happening for a very long time, mind you, we're looking kind of crispy. Like, we might be able to actually get Rising Rush off, you know, a bit quicker than usual. So that's actually really, really good. Applies the following effects to self if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once, increases Dragon Balls by 1. So again, it happens only once because Vegito has the ability to heal himself with specific abilities, as I've explained earlier. But if it's 50% or below, you get a free Dragon Ball. So there's that. Applies the following effect to self when this character activates Rising Rush. Increases Dragon Balls by 1. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I just said and what followed afterwards. Applies the following effects to self when this character activates Rising Rush. When they activate Rising Rush, you get a Dragon Ball. What the heck? Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's not like, you know, if you're close to Rising Rush, they give you a Dragon Ball so you can get Rush. No. You get Rising Rush, and then after you use it, you start off with another Dragon Ball, which is crazy. On top of the fact that, like, knocking down the Dragon Balls from Vegito is already gonna be difficult as is, so it's pretty much a free Dragon Ball, and that's just the end of that, which is crazy. Not only that, plus 40% to key recovery cannot be canceled, which is fantastic. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for 10 timer counts, cannot be canceled, and nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts, which means that, much like Gogeta Blue, this unit nullifies endurance when they use Rising Rush. So imagine pairing Gogeta Blue with Vegito Blue. That makes Rising Rush extremely deadly, apart from, you know, specific units that have like abilities to potentially get around all that. But yeah, that makes Rising Rush from Gogeta Blue and Vegito Blue extremely dangerous. So if you see these two, you probably should have a unit that can either get you out of the way or can counter, because if not, and you throw in a unit with endurance, they're probably going to get cooked. I mean, if you have a unit with revival, then you might be alright, but still. Anyway, the following effects occur when this character defeats an enemy. Note how this doesn't have a limit, by the way. Restores own vanishing gauge by 100%. And restores ally health by 10. So if this unit wipes somebody out, you heal your team and you get your vanish back. Wow. And especially with him being a red unit, that's going to help out a ton against the likes of Ultra Kid Buu, Jiren, and even the Gammas. I was going to mention this earlier, but I think now is probably the best time. It's really, really insane that this unit is not only a red unit, but has all these abilities, because this seems like it could be a hard counter to a lot of those units. Again, we just got the Gammas in the game not that long ago, and we also got Jiren in the game a bit before that, and then we got Kid Buu in the game a bit before that. And it's sounding like this Vegito is going to be a hard counter to all of that, which is mind-blowing to me. Like, his abilities are absolutely insane. Okay, we have the final bit of unique abilities. Special cover change against strike arts attacks, comboable with special move arts. So he has strike cover, you can follow up with your special move. Applies the following effects to self if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. Restores health by 30%, so you get even more buffs for being under 50%. And nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 30 timer counts. So you can just take hits. a blue unit can be in and you can just take hits because that's damage sustained. So, wow, all right. Cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Thank the Lord. Okay, so that could be a way of like shutting down Rose's antics, period. So that's good. Now, special arts. Counter will activate upon enemies' tap actions, strike arts, or blast arts while in fighting pose. So pretty much, if you try to do anything, if you try to tap attack, tackle, I'm pretty sure a quick attack actually works for that too. Strike arts or blast arts, and you use your special skill, Vegito will counter. The following effects occur when counter activates. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a special move arts card next. Activates once, restores own key by 50, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100% to health restoration for 10 timer counts, comboable with special move and ultimate arts. So again, be very careful. If you just go in like crazy against this unit, you're going to get punished. Not a good idea. And of course, it gives you enough key and the card, of course, to be able to follow up with your special move, which is fantastic. And then the final part, ultimate arts. Deals supreme impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Plus 20% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. What the heck? Nullifies enemies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts, so nullifies endurance. A portion of the damage inflicted will also be dealt to enemy members on standby on hit. This cannot cause them to be defeated. Wow. So this unit's ultimate attack hits the entire team. Wow, we've gotten a few units like that already, which is insane throughout this entire anniversary, but he has it too. And again, it also nullifies endurance, which is unbelievable. Now, we get into a completely brand new mechanic. This mechanic has never been in Dragon Ball Legends ever before. This mechanic is, I would say, the newest mechanic after the unique age. So we now have something called Arts Action. So it says activate an Arts Action on hit. The following effects occur if the button is pressed enough times during the time limit. Increases damage, destroys all of your enemy's cards, blast armor when charging forward. So I think I should probably clarify. It's similar to a type of mechanic that is in full power battle, but now implemented in a way that has not been in Legends. So in full power battle, when you use the all-out rush card, the blast version, you tap on the screen multiple times in order to deal extra damage, right? So this is similar to that, or at least for Vegito Blue, where you activate your ultimate attack, you execute the initial portion of the attack, which, by the way, the animation for that ultimate attack is it's taken straight from Dragon Ball FighterZ. So that's fire. I absolutely love that animation. But putting that to the side, when you execute the final Kamehameha, you have to tap on your screen multiple times. And of course, after a certain point, it'll maximize the damage if you tap fast and quick enough, right? So, yeah, I'm down for it. You pretty much have a way of dealing not enough damage if for whatever reason you don't want to tap, or you can just maximize your damage if you just go crazy, while also being able to damage the entire enemy side. Wow. It also destroys their cards. So after you land it, like, you literally dealt damage to the team. If you're up against it with endurance, you nullify it, and they're wide open. Apart from if they get hit, so if they survive the endurance or whatever, then they'll have vanish, but they shouldn't have an effective way of fighting back unless maybe they haven't popped their main ability and they can force draw a card or whatever the case may be. But this, oh my god, wow, guys, we are really here. We are really here. This is absolutely mind-blowing. This unit sounds nothing short of incredible. And again, I've been saying for the longest time, we've needed a new red unit, primarily for Fusion Warrior. For future, if we were to get one, cool, but mainly for Fusion Warrior, and we finally got it. Also, don't forget, this is a God Key unit. This is a God Key unit. You know what that means? That means Rose, Vegito Blue, Vegito Blue. and they would all work together because they are all God Key, which is mind-blowing to me. And if you don't want to do that, I mean, for whatever reason, right, you could do Gogeta Blue, Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, Super Gogeta, Rose if you wanted to. Like, throw like Rose in like the leader slot or something, right? And then you would have like a devastating, or at least I would assume, right, a devastating Ultra team, right? Because you got a powerful green unit, you have a powerful red unit, you have a powerful purple unit, and then you have your yellow and blue, but like you have a lot of versatility. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, we won. There's nothing else to say. We won. This is the greatest celebration in the history of Dragon Ball Legends. I am saying that with my entire chest. There is quite literally nothing anybody could ever tell me to convince me otherwise. Part 1, we finally got Goku and Frieza in the game, which they came with a new iteration of the unique gauge, a very powerful unique gauge. Then part 2, we got Orange Piccolo. Even though some people may be skeptical about like how he performs, at least we finally got Orange Piccolo. And again, we got Cell Max in some way, shape, or form in the game alongside LF Gamma 1 and 2. And to end it all off, Ultra Vegito Blue? Come on, bro. There is no celebration that even comes close to this at all. And not to disregard any previous celebration, a lot of the celebrations in the past were fire, but none of them come close to this. Like, let's be completely honest now. But regardless though, I'm extremely excited. The final part of the Dragon Ball Legends 5th anniversary starts at reset. So I do want to know in the comment section below, are you guys excited? And are you guys ready for Ultra Vegito Blue? Again, coming at this daily reset. Again, let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know your thoughts on the entirety of the 5th anniversary as well. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.